kudos to Ryan and Amy from the Red Ritter Club, and as you come back next year, they thought it'd be great if you guys could hear from some of the student athletes, and we see them every Saturday. We see them in the videos, but it was nice to have them here on the stage. Appreciate those guys doing it and being good sports. So we don't have a video to preview our next guest, but he needs no introduction. He is the head coach here of the Texas Tech football program. Obviously has led this program 3 consecutive top 10 offensive outputs seasons in his career. Obviously went to the bowl game last year, the Texas Bowl against LSU. We're very pleased to have with us Coach Kliff Kingsbury. So seeing those guys up there, is that, you used to seeing that every day?
Yeah, they're not that shy though, I can promise you. Like Q dances all day, every day at practice. And Kiki, he can probably do a better impersonation if we could be R-rated. That hurt him a bit, I think.
That's the after dark kickoff luncheon that we have. That if you don't have an invitation to that, you need to get that. So how was your summer?
It was good. It was good. Got a lot done. Was here a lot of the time watching Coach Witt work with those guys. That was a thrill. What he brought to this program, the intensity, pushing them each and every day, mentally, physically. It was something we needed and a real shot in the arm. And so I liked staying around and seeing what they were doing.
To head up your strength and conditioning program, that, I mean, clearly Coach Witt has a lot of great qualities, but what was it that kind of clicked in your mind? So this is the guy.
Yeah, I think the mental part of it as well. A lot of strength programs do what they do. You run, you lift, but he each and every day challenges them mentally and physically, and that's what we needed. I had some big-time coaches I really trust, some people in my life I really trust call on his behalf, and they swore by him, and he's been awesome.
When you talked about just the mentality is different. How do you see that being different in your guys?
Yeah, just that they've done more than they thought they could do. Each and every day he pushes them to the limit, and so practice seems easy after those summer workouts, and that's what we wanted. Coach Witt's a Green Beret, served tours in Afghanistan, a true American hero, and those guys respect that. They respect what he's about, and he gets the most out of them.
He told me once during an interview that hey, the first couple of days some guys were late, but they're not late anymore, and he clearly knows how to get a message across.
Yeah, he has a system in place to handle that. But more than anything, it's been great to see the team self-police itself. I think we have great leadership on this team. They hold each other accountable more so, and that makes it fun for us as coaches.
You took a couple trips this summer that were work-related. You went and saw the Broncos in their camp. You went and saw the Dolphins in their camp. What do you try to pick up when you do things like that?
Yeah, lots of things. Denver was obviously the Super Bowl champion, so you want to see how they practice, the sports psych stuff that they're doing, the training they're doing, schematics as well. And then Miami, same deal. Coach Gase is a great offensive mind, and got to see Jakeem down there. So just anything you can pick up that could help improve your program.
You told me you just even look for maybe inspirational things they do for their team. Do you see a lot? I mean, obviously they pay those guys, but do you see a lot of difference in the way they try to motivate their guys from the way you guys do it in this level?
Yeah, it's called money. Right. That's what those guys play for. But they're professional, and it's good to see that, the way they approach practice, the time they put in studying film, the time they took as far as recovery goes, so that they approach it like pros.
Is it fun to, obviously Jakeem's size makes him popular right away, but is it fun to see how that city and that area has embraced him?
It has. He's a dynamic player. I mean, he's one of those players that, anytime he touches the ball, there's oohs and ahs. And they had called me about him, and I told him that he's one of the toughest players I've ever been around. I think he can do it, and so far he's doing it. So we're really excited about that.
I know you're working all the time, so I don't know how much you got to see last week, the first week of preseason, but to see Jakeem have a big game, DeAndre made some great plays, DeAndre Washington for the Raiders. How much do you try to keep track of all that?
Yeah, we stay, on top of it. Those guys are awesome. We're all very proud of them, coaches, our team, the community. So to see guys like that who've done it the right way for so long, having success, that's really what it's all about.
So you got the next wave of them here, and we just saw them on, 5 of them on the chair. How different is it for these guys from when you played? Just the environment and everything else?
Yeah, it's incredible. The facilities, the stadium, the crowd size, the intensity. I mean, everything is times 10. And that's awesome. That's the way it should go, and it's going to continue to build that way. And I know our guys appreciate that.
When you look at when you played, as far as, could you have kind of dealt with all that, the social media and all these outlets that they have now?
No, I would have. I wouldn't be sitting up here if we had the type of access they have. But they do a great job with it. They're exposed to a lot more. If you have a bad game, a lot of people come at you on Twitter, things of that nature. If I had a bad game, my mom would still just tell me good game, and that's how I thought it was. So it's a different day and age, and I appreciate them. I don't even look at my Twitter because of that stuff. So I understand that that's out there, but our guys handle it well. They're great representatives of our program and our university, and I appreciate them for that.
Here you're entering your fourth season. How different are you a different head coach now than you were when you first took the job?
Yeah, I think you evolve every year. I think you get here and you put your systems in place the best way you know how, and each year you try to make them better. And this is the most comfortable, most confident I've felt going into it. I love what our team's about. I love our coaching staff, and really excited about the product we're going to put out there.
Well, you guys are about almost 2 weeks into your fall camp. What has stood out for you, so far that just stick at the top of your head from what you've seen from your guys?
Yeah, I think the day in, day out consistency when it comes to intensity, attention to detail, we really haven't had a bad day yet. I mean, guys are showing up, they're enthusiastic, they're energetic, they're pushing the tempo, and they're holding each other accountable. And that's something in the past that may have been more coach-driven, and I'm seeing it from some of our leaders now.
We've heard a lot about Coach Witt. We've heard a lot about Coach Gibbs now getting a chance to build some consistency with his defense. We haven't talked much about Coach Robinson, and he actually likes to say, hey, no one likes to talk to the special teams coach unless you screw up. But how different what kind of difference has he brought to you special teams-wise?
Yeah, he's been great. We're very fortunate to have him. When I first took the job here, I was looking into special teams coaches, and everybody kept talking about Coach Robinson. I looked at his contract, and I said, we can't get Coach Robinson. He was at South Carolina making a lot of money. He was at LSU before that. He was at Arizona. In 2012, he was voted top special teams coach in the country. So he's phenomenal. That's what he does. That's his focus, and I think he's really going to give us an edge.
You mentioned your social media, and we just had Patrick up here. You posted a video the other day of Pat on the move, just kind of flicking his wrist. It looks like just tossing it 2 or 3 yards, and it went considerably further than that. Could you throw the ball like that in your best day?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he's got a special talent when it comes to throwing the football, different angles, lots of arm strength, and it's fun to watch. So I like to, just share with our fans, share with everybody the type of throws he can make. You
just don't read the comments that come after that, right?
No, I don't.
So if you're commenting to Coach Kingsbury, don't expect him to. Yeah. I don't blame you on that. You and I have had that conversation. This is a tough league. What do you think about the Big 12? Again, what kind of everybody's having coming back. What can we expect just out of the league this year?
Yeah, I think it'll be another great league where everybody's kind of piled at the top. I don't see a weak team. Iowa State's going to be better. Baylor's good, TCU, OU. So getting Texas and OU at home is always awesome for our fans. The environment is going to be incredible. We have, I think, it looks like maybe all night games this year, which would be fantastic. So just excited to get it started.
Okay, we didn't want to just put this on the players. We thought before we wrapped up with you, we would ask you just some questions that are kind of outside the norm. And one of them is, you're kind of like Oprah, right? If you say, hey, I like this book, everyone's going to go out and buy that book. So what are you watching on Netflix? What's your favorite Netflix show?
There's a show called Peaky Blinders. It's kind of an old English gang show. That's the best show out there. So kind of undercover.
I think I've seen a clip from that. It is a good show. All right, so Peaky Blinders. So if you want to make notes of that, what's your favorite sport other than football?
Coach Stone will like this. I like soccer. I grew up playing soccer, and then my dad obviously was my high school coach, made me quit. So I have a grudge against him. But yeah, it's a free-flowing game. I've always enjoyed it, and Coach Stone and I have some deep conversations about soccer.
Who's better are you a better soccer player than Coach Stone is a possible football player?
Without a doubt.
If you weren't doing this, you weren't coaching football, what would you be doing?
I got my degree in business management, so probably I always thought Wall Street, some sort of trading.
Okay. We saw these guys on here. Who's the best dancer on the staff?
I think Coach Hayes kind of has that big guy move type deal going on, so he doesn't bring a lot, but it's pretty in tune with the music.
Last song you downloaded? People still download songs?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm in charge of the playlist every day, and so I guess yesterday it was a Gucci Mane and Drake collaboration, which I don't get a lot of requests that are edited from our players, so I got to do a lot of the research, which takes you to sketchy websites to find the hot hip-hop songs. But yeah, Gucci Mane and Drake.
I think that's Kirby's favorite. I think it was the last song Kirby downloaded.
He would
also.
not like that song.
Is there a song on your playlist that you're kind of embarrassed about, but you like it, but others might make fun of you for?
There's a couple Miley Cyrus songs
Okay,
that I'm not proud of.
And last but not least, what is your favorite Texas Tech tradition?
Yeah, I like all the ones they hit, and then I like the Will Rogers statue, rapping the statue. I think that's a cool deal we do.
Looking forward to first game. Obviously, it starts getting to be monotonous at this point, maybe probably for the players, not necessarily for you guys, but you excited about 2 weeks from now? And obviously the fans are buying tickets, so you looking forward to 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, we are. I think this will be the best team we've had since I've been here. They've worked really hard. They're good kids. They represent us in the right way. Our staff's worked hard, and I'd just like to thank the Spirit organizations, all the hard work that you put in, and all the other coaches. Good luck this fall, and we'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
Kliff Kingsbury, thank you for joining us.